А тогда уже не думаешь. Внутри страшно, конечно, там. Хочется жить. То есть тело работает само. Голова практически не участвует. Голова участвует только в режиме выполнения команд. Вот в какой-то момент, скажем так, даже со стороны воспринимаешься, не знаю, такое впечатление. Как будто наблюдаешь за собой с той стороны. То есть страшно, да, но как-то тело работает. Как бы как два человека в одном. Один наблюдает, а второй работает.
Mercenary soldiers have been fighting for profit since the beginning of modern warfare. These days, they make up a highly lucrative industry, raking in over $100 billion each year. We set out to meet some private military contractors and learn how they operate. So we started by visiting their annual summit in Washington, D.C.
I'd like to welcome everybody to IPOA's 2007 annual summit.
The International Peace Operations Association is the private military industry's trade and lobby group. It represents over 40 private military companies from around the world.
We are not decision makers. We don't decide which peace operation is going to take place, which stability operation is going to take place. In the next 2 days, we're going to bring together experts from all the key stakeholders active in conflict, post-conflict, and post-disaster environments. This will be largely on the record. Should also emphasize we have members of the press here today.
Two of the industry's largest firms, Blackwater and DynCorp, have been in the news in recent years for their activities in Iraq and elsewhere. But there remains a global network of companies operating almost entirely under the radar.
The use of contractors in conflict, post-conflict environments is not new. I mean, even in the U.S., just in recent history, I mean, since World War II, you had 700,000 contractors, you know, and then in Vietnam, you had 80,000 contractors at one point. In the Balkans, we had more contractors than soldiers.
Private military firms are engaged in hotspots all over the world, from Colombia to Somalia to Chechnya. In Iraq alone, there are currently more than 100,000 contractors. We met up with one contractor who's been on the ground as a soldier for hire in conflict zones around the world, most recently in Iraq and Afghanistan. Woody Mister is a retired Navy SEAL. His operations are based in the nearby Virginia Beach area.
The first time I experienced combat was in 1989 during the invasion of Panama. We went to Albania, Kosovo. I spent some time in Sierra Leone. The first mission as a contractor was a soldier for hire mission. Then 9/11 kicked off and I ended up going to Afghanistan. I was pretty much one of the first guys downrange there as well. Prior to 9/11, you had to be in kind of a small circle of people to get good jobs because there wasn't a whole lot of them out there. And of course the pay was nothing compared to what it is right now. I hate using the term mercenary because everybody tends to equate that with you know, basically you'll do anything for anybody, any country, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent, but I have to disagree with that. There's a lot of good soldier for hire jobs out there. There's a lot of Western countries that are willing to contract work out so that you can assist in their endeavors. You actually are right there side by side with those military guys, assisting them in the types of support that they need. Those types of jobs are rewarding. If you're going to get hired for a contract or a mission and you've put together a team of guys, and this is where you would come to do that type of training. First is the isosceles stance. It's a strong arm stance. And without training, obviously they're no better than just playing video games. You come in, you're stand up. This type of environment is a good training environment. It all depends on the type of job you're training for. Military contracting these days is always focused on Iraq and a lot of the infrastructure that's being protected. But there's training endeavors, there is soldier for hire endeavors, there's things going on all over the place. But with a lot of companies, sometimes rules get broken. How much you get away with is all dependent upon the situation. In America, you're subject to a lot of scrutiny, a lot of types of things, you know, auditing, and you know, we have a little thing here in America called the Constitution that some countries just don't have.
As the global war on terror escalates and the private military industry expands its reach, many companies have been forced to comply with stricter regulations. Others have simply shifted their operations to regions beyond the reach of international law, so-called gray areas, where their activities remain relatively unchecked.